What's up, y'all? It's BWADE. I'm going to hit you with 4 of my favorite WNBA picks for Tuesday's lineup. We don't have any games today, Monday, but we have, I think, 4 or 5 games on Tuesday. So I'm going to walk you through that data, the analysis, and explain to you guys why I like these picks and why I've decided to put my money on them. I want you to understand my thought process behind taking these so that you guys can decide if you want to tail or not. As always, it's still gambling, so bet responsibly. Now, looking at the last free pick video I gave y'all for Sunday's picks, clean sweep. We hit all 4 of those picks that I gave you guys. So both slips cast for about 3.4x. So we went up 6.8 units on the day. Great result. That's what we're looking for, and that's what we are looking to replicate with these picks today. We also looking at VIP game picks for the week. We ended the week up, I want to say like 6.5 units. You'll see it on the screen here. So profitable week all around. If you guys want to jump in VIP and get all of these game picks with additional VIP player props, there's 2 ways to jump in. You can either use code NBA in the checkout. You're going to get 80% off. It'll cost you $10 for a week of picks. You'll most likely make that back in a day. The other option, sign up with one of these apps I tell you about in the video, whether it's Parlay, Play, Sleeper, or any of the apps below in the description. You sign up, use my promo code, make any size deposit. It can be $5, $500, doesn't matter. And then send me a screenshot, right? That's it. I will hook you up with a free week of VIP and you'll get all of these picks sent directly to you for the next week. I also give away an autographed jersey every month just to say thank you to you guys. It is a small way for me to show my appreciation, right? I love doing this, but it wouldn't be anything if you guys didn't show up and watch, and so I really do appreciate you guys. This month we're giving away an autographed jersey of NBA champion, NBA championship MVP, NBA MVP, SGA, and so all you have to do to be entered to win that jersey is like this video, subscribe to this channel, drop a comment. That's it. Every single video that you comment on is an additional entry also. We're almost at the end of the month, so in about a week, I will do that raffle, and I'll be sending that jersey out to one of you guys. All right, let's start getting into these picks. I'm taking Skylar Diggins over 1.5 3-pointers. And look, she started the season out only hitting this twice in her first 8 games. And now in these last 6 games, she has been crushing it from 3-point range. We look back last year, right, and she averaged 1 3-pointer made per game. She's not a huge 3-point shooter now, and she only shot 29%. Now we come to this year, and these last 6 games, I took her to go over 1.5 against the Liberty. She hit that. I'm taking her again here against Indiana. And while Indiana does defend the 3-point perimeter pretty well, I don't think that it's going to stop Diggins. When we look at her volume, right? And that's the big piece for me, is the volume. That shows that it can be consistent. So she was only taking 2, 3, maybe 4 3-pointers a game here earlier in the season, and then she dropped 4 out of 8 against Phoenix. And since then, that style has changed, right? And they've been winning since then. They beat Minnesota to have their first loss of the season. They just beat the Liberty. They've been winning games with this style, and that's why I don't think that it's going to stop, because they have been winning while she's been shooting a lot from behind the 3-point line. And she's shooting 50% back there right now. You look at these last 5 games, and she's averaging 5.2 attempts and shooting 50% from there. So this seems totally sustainable. The volume's there. She's shooting consistently at least 40% from 3-point range. So I like her to keep this up. I'm taking Diggins over 1.5 3-pointers made. And then probably my favorite pick of the day is Aaliyah Boston. We actually are getting her over, it's just over 7.5. And so when we look, she hit this in 3 out of her first 4 games. And then Caitlin Clark went down. Indiana did not play well. Caitlin Clark comes back in this game against the Liberty. And since she's been back, Aaliyah Boston has been going over this every game again. She's only missed this once with Caitlin Clark in the lineup this year. All these games she was missing it. Caitlin Clark was out. The whole dynamics of the team was different. With Caitlin Clark back in, Aaliyah Boston's focusing on the boards more. She's racking them in. And against Seattle, she's pulled down 12, 14, and 15 rebounds in her last 3 games against them. right? So I love this play. Especially at 7.5. I thought about taking the alt line at over 9.5 to get a better payout, but I'm going to take the safe money and go with over 7.5. But if you want to put in an extra slip and try 9.5, I think she's probably going to end up in double digits here. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting about 2.9x for this on Sleeper. I use Sleeper every day, guys. It's one of my favorite apps. They have tons of different stat categories to pick from, especially for the WNBA, where some apps are only going to give you 2 or 3 different props per player. They have a bunch of great promos, great payouts, and a great sign-up bonus. When you use code BWADE, they're going to give you a $100 deposit match and give you a free pick. It's free money, y'all. Jump on it. Gives you another app to take advantage of their promos and where you can line shop. So sign up, use code BWADE, get that free sign up bonus, and then send me a screenshot so I can get you a free week of VIP and you can start tailing all those picks with us. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you get entered to win that signed SGA jersey. And then make sure that your notifications are on for my posts, right? You want to get these videos as soon as I post them so that you can get as much value before lines start to move. Let's get into these next picks. Taking Alicia Gray over 8.5 rebounds and assists. This is another pick that we've already taken. I'm coming back to it because they're keeping it at 8.5. She's only missed this 4 times all season, and the 4 teams she missed it against Washington ranked 2nd, Seattle ranked 7th, so that's the worst ranked team she missed it against, and then Indiana twice, ranked 4th, right? Going up against Dallas here, who is in the bottom 5 defensively for rebounds and assists. We look at her head-to-head against them. She played them this year and had 11 rebounds and assists. Her last 2 games last year, she had 15 and 11. Great head-to-head numbers here. Great numbers on the season. Everything in this matchup screams over, so I am rocking with it. And then for our 4th pick, taking Paige Bueckers points. Now, I like this at 18.5 anyway. I told you guys a few games ago I expect her to be in the 20s the rest of the season. She's been doing that since then. Now, on Parlay play, we are getting her at 14.5. I absolutely love this at 14.5. She's hit it in her last 7 straight games. I don't see a way that she goes under 15 points in this matchup. But the Atlanta defense is solid, so I am taking this. I'm not giving it out at 18.5. I'm giving this out at 14.5 points on Parlay play. You see what I see on the screen. She's continued to get better throughout this year. She's a rookie, so that's to be expected. That learning curve is pretty sharp, and so Bueckers over 14.5 points. And you'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting 3.4x for this on Parlay play. I've been using this app more and more. They have great payouts. You can see we're getting 3.4x for this. They have a bunch of great promos. The Paige Bueckers pick, we're getting her at 14.5. I already like it at 18.5, but at 14.5, this is something you have to play. Like, this is how you get an edge against the apps. And when you sign up using code BWADE, they're going to give you free $5 to play with. There is no deposit required for that. And then when you do decide to make a deposit, they're going to double that up to $100. So ideally, you get a $105 sign-up bonus. You get all of these different promos. We're getting Paige Bueckers over 14.5 points today. Gunnar Henderson just to have at least 1 hit. They have multiple promos a day. And when you send me a screenshot of that first deposit, I will get you a free week of VIP. Tail all the picks. We've consistently been hitting y'all, especially MLB. And I want to help you guys win, right? That's the point of this channel. I do hours of research every day to help you guys be profitable. So tap in and make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you get entered to win that signed SGA jersey. I appreciate y'all. Let's start the week off with a bang.